Hello there, Ryan.
Hello there, Evan.
This is JRPG Historia Future Perfect.
It is?
It's a YouTube show where we archive every JRPG for future generations.
I thought that was just a fever dream.
No, it's a real thing we do.
Oh, crap. Alright, well
I
then.
mean, it's sort of a silly idea, and
Yeah.
it's gonna take up a lot of our time.
Yeah.
But we're here and we're doing it.
I,
I'm Time Captain Evan.
I'm Space Quartermaster Ryan. I wonder, by the time that we archive all of the JRPGs,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how much time when we add it all together, how many years of our life will be spent sitting here playing JRPGs.
Let's not do that. Uh, I bet we won't get to a year in raw time spent playing JRPGs.
You think?
I don't think so.
On average, how long would you say a JRPG is?
Uh, huh.
40 hours? Maybe 30?
Sure.
Okay.
A year is like that times, 200, though. Well, actually,
So a year is 8,760 hours.
yeah, no, we'll totally get there. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Once again, not gonna think about that, just gonna play Suikoden. I don't know why you had to start with something so dark.
That would be 292 games on an average of 30 hours a game.
Alright. Well, here we are. What are we doing? We have to
Oh.
go...
Talk to Flick?
Oh,
Or
that's...
did we do all that Flick stuff?
No.
No, we lost that battle because Flick led us to that stupid battle that we lost.
Yeah, but what are we doing now?
Um,
We have to,
regroup?
Well, where is this?
We went to west of that bridge.
Right, we talked to Quincy, who did not want to join up with us because we're scrubs.
We only need 43 more followers.
Yeah. I guess let's talk to some people.
Please follow us on Twitter. So we can get Quincy.
Yeah, please.
This is like IDARB.
Okay. Oh, there's a boat here.
It's weird. This place looks somewhat landlocked.
Look, it's
In the back.
Eichel.
Dude,
You don't need to put such a fine point on it, Eichel.
yeah.
Okay. Fine. Fine. Whatever, I don't care. Let me look
What's
at
wrong
that.
with this town?
Oh, look at this boat.
Just jacket.
Yeah, totes. Let's do this.
This ain't my boat. I'm gonna take it anyway.
I guess I'll go up to that dot.
Yeah.
Kind of flying blind. We really have no excuse not to remember this, because we recorded Suikoden like a couple days ago.
I know. And last time it was exactly a year.
Exactly a year. Pirate Fortress.
That seems like a place you should go.
Alright. Let's kill some motherfucking pirates.
Let's recruit the pirates.
He's a lot friendlier.
Yeah.
Got any shit? Can I
This
take
is
any...
a tiny fortress.
Yeah, this ain't much of a fortress. It's really just a room.
Quotes around the fortress if this is your fortress.
This is... Let me tell you something. As a person who designed many rooms like this for a video game, this is some pretty good work. You see, there's some stools. There's some of these identical boxes. Really, because you just need to fill it out so it looks enough like a room that you don't think about it too hard. Just how lazily everything's thrown about. There's bench.
Yeah,
Another stool.
Yeah.
It's good.
1990X now on Steam, available per purchase.
Now on Steam. $1.99. USD.
is that like...
It's slightly more in Canada.
Is that like a play on the fact that it's called 1990X?
It wasn't deliberate, but now I claim it is.
Okay. I
Um,
don't think you'll be able to dock there.
what? I wish I could run in my boat. uh,
Just
maybe
Flintstones the boat.
maybe we have to be in that town for some reason that I left.
Yeah, that old man made it sound like something was up.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember, the only thing I remember from reading the walkthrough before we ended last time was saying you have to go west from the bridge, which we did.
Okay.
So
Well,
maybe we should go,
I'm gonna
because
go
we just
into
went
some-
straight into the inn. So yeah, let's go into.
Wait, what? No visitors during experiments. The alchemist Camendal.
It's a very pretentious man to name himself the Alchemist.
Yeah. Who are you? You're Jen. Hi, Jen.
We can recruit him, I bet.
All I'm interested in are boats. Okay, well, I mean, we have boats, but whatever.
We just kind of steal whatever boat is around.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
What about
You're
you?
Blacksmith?
Oh, man. They can sharpen stuff for me that...
Look how many bits, though.
Oh, but we can up...
Look
Oh.
how many bits that we don't have, though.
Those bits, though. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have very many bits, do we? I mean, it's not like we're having any trouble. This
No.
game is still thunderously easy. Which is
By the
actually...
power of our own free will, we are just tearing through this game.
Yeah, it's kind of a nice change of pace, honestly. How do I get up there?
I think you just go.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we just walk into the French zone of this game?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
We're in fantasy Europe now.
Gotcha.
Created for us by General Millik Oppenheimer himself. Yeah, they're pretty cool names, not gonna lie.
Alright, we've been in here.
Yeah, this is where we were.
That's where we got the, we got that warp stone that can take us back to the castle.
Oh, right. That thing's gonna come in handy. How do I get up
See
to
if you
those
can get
graves?
up to those graves up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe go all the way to the right, see if there's some stairs or something.
I don't think there are. No.
Looks maybe blocked or something.
Seems like those graves are decorative.
Yeah.
Guess what? My grave wasn't decorative in 1990X. You could walk up to it and there was a thing it said. I forget what it said, but I'm sure it was great and hilarious.
I said, "This is you."
Okay, let's go south
Yeah.
to, whatever that place was called.
No, it's Premiere something. I don't know.
I'm gonna free will these holly fairies. That's a good sentence. Knew it as I was saying it. Good sentence.
You know, you don't usually see holly fairies, people as jolly as holly fairies, roaming around with a creeper.
It's true, but hey. Yeah, take what you can get. Why does he have a balloon again?
I forget. All I remember is that we were like really hoping he would fly away
Yeah,
if you took too long with the balloon.
he's dead.
Oh,
He's dead.
wow.
He's dead. I knew
Yeah.
that was gonna happen, but I just decided to let it happen, because... Keep cutting.
Oh, Flick, you're the worst.
Oh man, we got so many
We
bits
got a
from
lot
doing
of bits.
that.
We could grind out some bits here, Evan.
Yeah. Yeah, well, let me see if there's an inn in this place. Okay. I've got some
There's an inn.
interesting news for you, Ryan.
What's
What's going to
that?
be in store this episode?
Oh boy. Are we just gonna grind some bits?
Maybe. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, because inns heal down part... Guess what, buddy? Guess What?
Welcome to one of our patented grinding episodes of JRPG Historia Future Perfect.
I feel like we've done an okay job not having a ton of these, with the glaring exception of Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I guess Pokemon, after we got that Articuno, we didn't need to grind at all.
Yeah, that's
We just needed to...
It's because Pokemon's not a game.
The dice just rolled in our favor that one time.
Yep.
When that Dugong missed the Pikachu with a Ice Beam or something.
These games fucking suck. We didn't really have to do anything in Skies of Arcadia that I remember.
10,000 gold.
Okay, yeah. Admittedly, I forgot about that. Yeah, let's just keep on keeping on. I feel okay about this.
And then there was the Final Fantasy grinding stuff, but, you know.
Okay, fine, so we grind a lot. Whatever.
It's JRPG. You know? If there's one thing I know about JRPGs, it's that you don't use buff spells. If there's another thing I know about JRPGs, it's that you grind a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
The best JRPGs, normally, you don't have to grind that much, honestly.
Or use buff spells.
Or use buff spells, because buff spells are stupid.
Yeah, like, I leveled up my Pidgeot enough that why would I ever use a buff spell when I can just destroy every other Pokemon in the game?
No, I agree. I agree with that in that specific context.
Right. See, my issue is that my first and the most exposed I've ever been to JRPGs is Pokemon.
Yeah, a bad JRPG.
Yeah, so I've been tainted by my experience with Pokemon.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
These things. Fucking Mad Ivy.
Chew some of that Mad Ivy. Could go on a crazy trip.
Well, I guess since we're grinding, I'll tell my embarrassing bar story.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot to ask you about that experience. We're not getting as many bits as we did that first time.
Yeah, well, let's do it a couple more times. So God, okay. So I have this thing where I apparently have a pretty... I don't want to say a really high alcohol tolerance, because I don't
You have a substantial tolerance to alcohol.
I have a
Go
substantial...
upstairs.
Huh?
Go upstairs. See what's upstairs in that inn.
I have a substantial alcohol tolerance. And because... Ooh, can I recruit you?
Let's go find her cat.
I will do
Check the
that.
fireplace. Or is that a couch?
It's a couch. So yeah, I have a substantial alcohol tolerance, which is something I didn't really know until recently, because, Ryan, I'm not a criminal.
Yeah.
So I didn't do a ton of illegal drinking. I turned 19 in British Columbia, that is the legal drinking age. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna sort of figure out what's up. Found out eventually that I have a pretty strong alcohol tolerance. And even when I do get drunk, it's not a huge problem generally. Everybody sort of agreed that I seemed basically the same as when I'm sober.
You guys are just mugging that lone fairy.
That's true.
Like,
Look at all these bits we're gonna get, too. Yeah! I think the fairies are actually the jackpot here.
seems like it.
And so, on Friday night, I went to a bar with some people. And I had sort of made peace with the fact that I wasn't going to try to get drunk. But then, you know, things happen as they do, and I wound up getting very drunk. I wound up getting a lot drunker than I normally get.
So what did you drink specifically?
Oh my god. Well, it's this thing with the bar where you can use a credit card, but it has to be more than $10 per purchase for them to... So I would just tell people, I would just say, here, go take this to the bar and get me over $10 of alcohol, and I will drink it.
You couldn't just run a tab?
I could, but I didn't want to, because running a tab at this place is a huge hassle. It's like, you have to... Yeah, you have to give them your driver's license and your credit card, and they only give it back to you once you leave. This bar sucks. It's this bar that everybody goes to that sucks, and there's a way better bar really nearby that nobody ever wants to go to, and it's awful. Anyway, and now I have a really good reason to never go back to this bar, and I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
So, I think I started the... I don't remember exactly what I had because people were buying things for me. The first, I had 2 double gin and tonics up front, which is sort of... I like gin and tonics. They're kind of my go-to drink at this point.
Yeah.
And I had 2 of those up front, and then I just sort of went straight into shots. Just straight shots, not all doubles. But...
This sounds like the night of somebody who is deliberately going out to get very drunk.
So by the end of it, I'd had 16 shots.
What?
Well, that's counting each double shot as 2 shots.
Okay.
I didn't have 16 doubles. That would be 32
Okay.
shots. I had
Yeah.
8. I had 8 doubles.
I was about to say, what kind of Iron Man are you?
No, I had 8 doubles, and by then, like, you know, that all happened in the space of like 90 minutes. So I was pretty
Yeah.
drunk. Like,
Yeah, that's a lot.
Like, don't get me wrong, I was drunker than I'd been. And then somebody offered me some beer. And I was like, huh. Well, I don't like beer, but I'm really drunk, so I bet beer would taste basically fine.
Did it?
And my friend sitting next to me, she was like, you shouldn't drink that beer. And I was like, that doesn't sound like it'll be a problem. I don't know. I mean, I'll just drink
I'm
this.
sure you said it that eloquently after 16 shots.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that I'm actually not that... I mean, I am worse. I am, like, noticeably me talking. You can tell I'm drunk at that point, but I'm not, like, way worse.
Yeah.
I could still probably get that sentence out, at the very least. And so, then... Eventually, that turned into I chugged the beer.
Because why not?
Because
You've been taking shots all night. Why stop and slow down when you're taking a drink?
Because I was like, well, yeah, this just seems like the thing to do right now.
Yeah. No, of course.
And
Logically.
and then I chugged the beer, and then
What kind of beer was it?
it was I forget. I forget, honestly. Maybe some weird Canadian beer. It was just brought to me in a pitcher. It wasn't...
Okay. Wait, did you chug the pitcher?
No,
or...
no.
Okay.
No, it was in a pitcher. Somebody poured me, like, a tall glass of it, and I chugged that.
Okay.
And so then, about 5 to 10 minutes pass. And in these 5 to 10 minutes, I go through a lot of phases. And basically, I realize that I should not have had that beer. And that it is not going to pan out. And then I realize, okay, I'm probably gonna vomit.
Yeah.
But I've got like a 30-second time bomb going down here. And I feel like if I move to get up, it's gonna be way worse.
Oh no. That's a bad call to make.
Yeah, obviously it is. But it's the call I made in my drunken state. And so here's the good news about me vomiting at this table full of my friends. Here's the good news, is that it could have been a lot worse. Because I guess the other thing worth noting is that I had literally nothing to eat that day.
Okay.
The only...
Quick question.
Hold on. The only thing I had to eat were 4 donut holes that were given to me. That was the only food I'd eaten.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your question?
Just for the setting, is this outside or
No.
inside?
No, it is inside. It's a table tucked in the corner, and I'm sitting against the wall.
You're a bad person, Evan Tognati.
I couldn't help it. What do you want from me?
Somebody had to clean that up. And
Okay.
that somebody is the Canadian version of me, probably.
Yeah, once again, I feel awful about it. This isn't me recounting this story being like, man, it was so fucking sick, I threw up. Obviously, I didn't want to have to throw up. So I threw up, and I remember vividly what happened when I threw up. So, the good news is there was no food in my stomach, so it was just pure alcohol.
Great.
Which, all things considered, about as well as that could have gone.
Yeah. It's better and worse because at least when there's like food with it, it doesn't just straight burn as much as this acid and alcohol does coming out.
Oh, it didn't. I felt nothing like that. I was far too far gone to.
Fair enough.
To process any of that. So I throw up, and I remember I was doing it because I asked somebody to get me some water because everybody was like, Evan doesn't look good. Evan looks kind of pale. Do you want some water? And I was like, yes, please get me some water. And then somebody got me some water, and I was like drinking this water, and I put the water down. And I reached out to get the water, and as I was doing that, I threw up. And then but it wasn't like a stream of throwing up. It was just like, I don't remember. I guess I don't remember how much it was exactly, but it was like I threw up, it was in my mouth, and then it came out. It wasn't like I was throwing up.
It was not projectile.
It wasn't. No, it was just like, whoops. Yeah. And so that happened, but I was halfway toward reaching for the water, and I remember it happened, and I just kept going, and I picked up the water, and I looked at a friend of mine, and I just drank the rest of the water.
Did you throw up on anybody?
I don't think so, luckily. If that happened, nobody has told me about it. I apologized profusely, obviously, and everybody was pretty cool about it. But so then yeah. Okay.
Did you say I never get like this? Oh my god.
Yes, that's exactly what I said. No, I didn't apologize the night of. I'll tell you what happened the rest of the. Okay, so at this point, everybody's like, okay, let's get Evan. They started like laying down like napkins and stuff on the vomit, and they were like, let's get Evan to the bathroom. And so they helped me get to the bathroom.
Why? You already threw up. Just get you out.
Oh, well, they made the right call because there was a lot more where that came from.
Yeah, I guess it's different where me and where I work, it's like it's a very open area in the parking lot, so we just sit them on a bench out there, and then we just
this place doesn't have a parking lot. I mean, it's in a city, so it's just. So they got me to the bathroom, and I get in the bathroom, and I'm in the bathroom, and I keep vomiting. I'm in the bathroom for what could be like 10 minutes or what could be like 40 minutes. I really have I remember I was like, spent a good portion of it just sitting on the toilet with my head against the toilet paper dispenser. And I was just like, I need to get home tonight. I need to get my shit together. Evan, you need to get your shit together. You shouldn't have had that beer. Main lesson, I shouldn't have had that beer. And so then a friend of mine is outside the stall, and he's like talking me through it, and I'm like, I appreciate this, but it's not helping that much, honestly. The advice he was giving me. And then I like, I sit there for a while, and then it sounds like my friend gets into a fight outside the bathroom stall, and somebody like pushes him against my bathroom stall, and I'm like sitting there miserable, and I'm like, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. And then like cut forward to however many minutes later, and like the bouncer is like slamming on the stall. It's like, you need to get out of there, man. And I'm like, I'm working on it. I'm sorry. And then I get out of there, and then I have my friend call me a cab, and I go home, and I fall asleep at 7:30 p.m.
What? You left out a huge part of this story.
Yep, this all happened from 4 o'clock to 7:30.
Oh, Evan, no.
So yeah, that's
How Where were you that people were starting fights in a bar bathroom at
I have
7 o'clock
I have
at night?
I have no fucking clue. My memory of that part is admittedly a little bit hazy, but I definitely remember hearing him start to get into some sort of fight and then having something forcibly hit my bathroom stall door.
Jesus.
So, here's the great news. Is that I hate that bar. And people give me a lot of grief about not wanting to go to that bar, and now I have the perfect excuse to never ever go back.
Yeah.
And that's my story. That's my
One question.
JRPG grinding story.
One question.
Uh-huh.
How did the beer taste?
It was a lot better than when I'm sober.
Yeah.
I'll say that much. Like Drunk Evan's theory was correct, which is that it's a lot more palatable.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, anything is more palatable when inebriated.
Yeah, it was, some mistakes were made, and I felt very bad about it, and I persist in feeling bad about it. But also, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's the kind of thing that sort of happens at least once to most people.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the specific way it happened to me, or I'm vomiting at a table at, 6 o'clock. But it's.
I've still never had an experience such as that.
Yeah, but you're also really like, when you were giving me tips on getting drunk, you were like my mom. You were like, be sure to have a bunch of water, don't mix your drink. So I understand why you wouldn't have an experience like that, because you seem to be sort of like
It also certainly
sensible.
helps that, whereas most people who do that end up doing it on a Friday or Saturday night, I am working and cleaning up after those people.
Yeah.
So I don't have the opportunities.
Yeah.
But also, I just can't stand being drunk.
Yeah. I'm sort of mixed on it, honestly. But I think there were just, and then looking back over the night too, there were like a number of exit points I had where I was like, oh, a friend of mine who I wanted to hang out with is at the other cooler bar. Maybe I should go there and hang out with her. And I never did. And if I had, then that probably wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, at one point I was thinking I should go to the diner and get some food. And it's like, I never did that. If I had done that, I probably just would have gone from there back home. None of this would have ever happened.
I just love the fact that it was like almost still light out as this was happening.
No, I mean, sun sets in Vancouver right now at like 5:30, so
Okay.
it was not like that, but
Still.
the awful thing about it too is that I would have been fine if it weren't for the fucking beer, because after 16 single shots, I was like really drunk, but I didn't feel like I was gonna throw up to any extent.
Yeah, hey, remember how I said don't mix drinks?
Yeah, look, I don't need you getting fucking preachy on me about this too, like my other friend. Obviously, I made a mistake, and obviously I've learned my lesson. And obviously my impulse is to sort of just never drink again.
Yeah, no,
That's-
that happens.
But,
I guarantee you whatever you were taking shots of is going to taste a lot worse now whenever you try to take another shot of it.
yeah, well, some of it was kind of bad to begin with. Somebody bought me a fucking shot of Jaeger, and I was like, this is the grossest shit imaginable.
Like, you probably have your experience that taints one type of alcohol for you,
Maybe.
as everybody does.
I don't know. I don't feel that way about any. The other thing I've discovered is that I'm kind of just fine with any alcohol. Like, I don't have there isn't a huge variance in, like, I know people who, like, love whiskey but can't stand gin or whatever, and that just doesn't compute with me. It's all just kind of the same shit.
Yeah, I'm definitely the same way. How do you feel about wine?
I haven't really had much wine, but I think it seems like kind of a sucker's game to me, honestly.
Yeah.
But beer also seems like a sucker's game to me. I mean, well, it's not a sucker's game. It's a cheaper way to get drunk than I can ever get drunk, is the thing. Is like, when I go out and I know I want to get drunk, it's like, well, that's just fucking $70 out of my pocket
Yeah.
attempting to get drunk tonight. Okay, I
Yeah.
think we have enough bits to upgrade a weapon, so I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, beer for me is definitely like, hey, I'm going out with my friends. I have to drive, so maybe I'll have like 3 beers just so I relax a little bit.
Yeah, but
Like, it's not even like it gets me even buzzed. It just gets me in like a more relaxed mode. But then like if I want to like, because I don't like drinking to. If I'm going to drink, I'm going to drink to get drunk.
Yes, I'm extremely the same way. Like,
Yeah.
like that's why people were trying to get me to play drinking games, and I was like, all these games are stupid because the penalty for failing is you drink more, and
Yeah.
that's what you're there to do. It's not, the penalty should be you can't drink.
Yeah.
Um.
So yeah, like if I'm doing that, that's when I get like mixed drinks and stuff like that. Like Captain and Coke is my go-to, just because I think that's the best tasting of.
Yeah, I've
like,
had some.
drinks.
I've had some rum and Coke. It's good. I I'm definitely more of a mixed drinks guy. And
Yeah,
I don't-
one of my coworkers, he'll whenever we're working together,
Mhm.
if we get off early or something, he'll get the bartender to make us different types of drinks, and he always gets like good like drinks like peach rings and different like cranberry drinks and
right.
like a sweet tea thing that tasted really good and almost like a Swedish fish kind of shot, but it was like a full drink. So that stuff's good. But
Yeah, that stuff's good. It's just like, at the point I'm drinking for taste, I feel like I just wouldn't drink alcohol. So that's sort of like where my thing is with those sorts of drinks is like, these aren't gonna get me as drunk as fast as if I spent this money elsewhere.
yeah.
So I'm probably just gonna spend that money elsewhere.
Yeah, I'm just either mostly when I'm going out with my friends, I'm usually the driver.
Yeah,
or
sure.
Or after work, like I'm driving home, so I don't want to get drunk. So
Yeah.
that's when I go for taste.
I mean, that's fair, obviously. Yeah. I have a weird relationship to alcohol at this point. Cause,
Have you ever heard of a power hour?
that's just like you drink like once every minute for an hour. Is that it?
It's like there's a specific, I guess, like I don't know if it's like a website or something you just plug into like a Spotify or Pandora or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like a specific set list of songs that every time the song changes, and it's usually between every like 30 to 45 seconds, you take a shot of beer.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Beer drinking games don't appeal to me much just
Yeah.
because I don't like beer that much, but who should I upgrade? Shockrat?
Uh,
I feel like Victor does a lot of damage.
yeah, I was gonna say Shockrat, Victor, or Valeria.
Yeah, Valeria, right. If we go with Valeria, then well, yeah, okay, I'll do that, and then I'll grind back up to 18,000 and do Victor or Shockrat.
Okay.
Or if we have enough to just
How much is
up her to...
Yeah, you can just get her.
Oh, yeah, okay. That was a good call.
Yeah.
Alright, we're done grinding.
Okay.
Officially.
Cool.
Yeah, I gotta heal up. But yeah, that's my bar story.
Cool.
And it will probably never happen again.
You say that.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where, like, I'm far too self-conscious a person to let it happen again, now that I know how it happens, so it's just never gonna happen again, that's the reality.
Yeah.
Okay. The only reason it happened is because I didn't understand. I didn't understand what. I assumed, like, oh, this thing won't happen, and then it totally happened. And now that I know that it happens, it's all good.
Yeah, I've luckily never actually just thrown up from being outright drunk.
Yeah.
I've only thrown up 3 times from drinking. 2 of them were just because I drank something that were just so disgusting that I had to go throw up because of the taste. One being Fireball. Because
Oh, really? You don't like Fireball?
I can't do cinnamon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't
and
love cinnamon, but I think Fireball's pretty good. I don't.
like even like big red gum and stuff like that, like would it make me
See,
throw
I
up.
dislike that more than I dislike Fireball.
Yeah,
Like a big
and
red gum.
just like the taste of cinnamon really does it for me.
Yeah.
And then there was this not this past Halloween, but the one before. My neighbors and my dad and I were all standing out. Like, we all like bring our bowls of candy out and lower a tailgate down and hang out, and just do the three houses there.
Mhm.
And my one neighbor, his coworker, brews his own beer and does like different flavors and stuff. And he did this. Well, was it chili flavored beer?
Ugh.
Something like that, or just like pepper flavored beer, something very disgusting.
Yeah.
In that I only poured myself like a sip's worth. I took that sip, I set the cup down, I said I gotta run to the bathroom, I'll be right back, and just went inside and threw up because it
Wow.
was so disgusting. And then the third time was the day after my 21st birthday party, where I wasn't like completely hungover or anything where I was incapacitated, but I was like, I would just feel so much better right now if I just made myself throw up. So I just went into the bathroom and made myself puke.
Yeah.
Klon?
Yeah. So it seems like the evil general has renamed all of these cities against the people's will. So this guy's like, fuck that. That's not what this place is called.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I should save.
Wonder if this evil general has a pet dragon.
Yeah. I don't want to stay, I just want to save. Alright, this one. Yes. Are we level 30 yet? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah!
I like how the save file has it listed as anti.
This is a little weird.
I know. We should get to that next episode of JRPG Historia Future Perfect.
Who is this woman? Will she
Find out
want to
next-
talk to us or no?
Probably.
We can only find out on episode 17 of Suikoden. JRPG Historia Future Perfect deactivate.